Hello and welcome to Geek-lish, the language of geek culture. I am your host, Tim Aguiar, and joining me is my co-host, the Imperator Furiosa, Heidi Brabo.
What? You sound like you're speaking another language. What is that?
It's from Mad Max, Charlize Theron.
Oh, that's what she was called?
Yeah, Furiosa, remember?
Oh. I didn't remember that.
Because we're in an apocalypse.
Oh, yeah. Well played. Okay. All right.
The next few of these are going to be apocalypse related.
Oh, okay.
Until we're out of this.
All right. Everything's apocalypse.
Everything's going to be apocalypse related.
All right. Okay. Thank you. All right. Thanks for clarifying that. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. Welcome to the podcast, everybody. Hey everyone. To find more information about the podcast or listen to episodes, you can find us at our website at www.geek-lish.com. We're also on Facebook at Geek-lish and on Twitter at Geek_lish. And you can also find our episodes on Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Blueberry, Pandora, and YouTube. And if you enjoy our podcast, as we hope you do, please like and subscribe, whatever service or platform you use. Subscriptions and likes help our podcast stay where people can find us easily. Thanks again. What's up, Tim?
Well, first, it's weird. Say my hellos to Oliver. Oliver, love you, buddy. Good night. Sweet dreams. Daddy loves you. Be good for me or your mother, whoever's laying with you. And good night. Sweet dreams. All right. So
Get to business.
the this terrible disease is happening.
We all know about the coronavirus, or the.
It's hard. Yeah.
I don't like calling it that. It sounds weird.
Corona.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you know why it is.
Because of my.
Yeah, that's all I hear.
Is that why?
My corona.
I don't know.
All right. Never mind.
But anyway,
It's here.
it's here. It's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Unfortunately.
It doesn't seem. But there's some good news coming out of it, which is a weird thing to say. From CNBC, an article written by Donovan Russo, blast from the past, some drive-in movie theaters are making a comeback amid coronavirus.
That's so cool.
It's pretty awesome. So the coronavirus pandemic has led to the closures of movie theaters across the country and the delay of coveted 2020 blockbusters like Disney and Marvel Studios' Black Widow and the MGM's James Bond film No Time to Die. These titles get sillier and sillier every time.
I know.
There was like, I don't know.
Did you go to the drive-in when you were a kid?
I don't think so. I don't recall ever going to drive. I mean, maybe I went when I was like really, really young, but I don't remember it.
We lived where it was warm, so we went all the time.
Yeah, I feel like if it's like constant, really nice weather,
Yeah.
it's going to the drive-in is like, you know.
I remember my
Windows
mom would get
down
a paper bag and pop a bunch of popcorn and put it in the paper bag, and then we would all take like blankets and stuff.
It's illegal. You're smuggling food in, technically.
Yeah, well, they're expensive.
Food into the theater.
Yeah, they're expensive. My mom was po.
My mama's pow. Did you sneak anybody into your trunk?
I think we might have.
That's a very old drive-in theater trope.
Yeah, you saw it on
Two people come in, you pay for 2 tickets, and there's like 5 people in the trunk.
Yeah, I think we might have done something like that.
Especially with those old cars, the trunk space was very vast.
Yeah.
So you could fit at least 3 to 4 people.
I think when we were kids too, we would go and we were in the back seat. A friend would like be down at the bottom, all curled
Put a
up.
blanket over
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, and we just lay in the back
Yeah,
seat.
at least 1 or 2 people were getting in that thing for free.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Per car.
Yeah, absolutely.
Usually. But that so a lot of movie theaters are closing, but that does not mean going to the movies is out of the question. Why, you ask?
I did. Why, Tim?
Because of drive-in theaters. That's why. So drive-in theaters throughout the U.S. have not only remained open, but have seen spikes in revenue as consumers desperately look for ways to escape their houses while abiding by the rules of social distancing. There's only so much you can watch on Netflix and Hulu and Disney+.
Well, I'm rewatching all the Marvels, like I told you.
That's right, you are, yes.
Not the order they were released in the chronological order that they should be watched in.
Timeline order.
Timeline order, yeah.
So chronological.
I just watched Captain America last night, or was it last night? I don't remember.
First one. So you're 1 down.
Well,
30 more to go.
I started with Iron Man 1 because I thought that was the first one, and then when I looked at the timeline, I thought, oh, okay, yeah, I didn't do that right.
So I think Iron Man is like the 4th one.
Yeah.
Or 5th one, or something like that. Like timeline wise, it's weird.
Yeah, and I watched Captain America, and then I started watching Captain Marvel.
That's right. Yeah.
But then I got really sleepy and decided not to finish it, so I'll watch it tonight. But anyway, So I'm watching all those on Disney, but yeah, even people who love to watch TV,
Yeah.
it's got to just be really getting tough.
You need a change of scenery.
Yeah.
So getting out and going to a drive-in movie theater is a real great way to scratch that itch.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Andrew Thomas, for example, owner of the Showboat Drive-In Theater in Hokley, Texas, saw a 40% increase in sales revenue 2 weeks ago and a 95% increase this past week.
Whoa.
Just by showing the same two movies, Disney and Pixar's Onward, which I saw today on Disney Plus, and it was really good. Shed some tears because it's a very sad movie. And the Universal Pictures horror film The Invisible Man, which I haven't seen, which actually looks really good.
Yeah.
The remake. Everyone, he says, everyone is looking for a way to feel normal, and this is a way of being safe, Thomas said. I spend all day answering emails from people who never heard of us before because they are trying to find something to do, which is, it's a good idea. And it's also a really great way to help out a local business.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because a lot of people are like, well, how do we help out these local businesses? Because a lot of people are worried about local restaurants and local food chains. But there are also places like this, local entertainment places, that are also suffering that people don't realize.
Yeah, and if you're good, just a side note, if you want to support your local business, I would go on to Facebook. There's a lot of things going on for local businesses.
Yeah,
I know,
like gift cards.
Yeah, all kinds of things. Like Lou's cousin owns a restaurant, and they're really struggling right now. So they did this big old barbecue giveaway.
Cool.
Not giveaway, a whole meal for like $35. You get brisket, chicken, amazing cornbread, a thing of homemade pickles.
Holy crap. For 35?
Coleslaw. Yeah. It was.
Holy Jesus.
And beans. But you just say you put in your order and then you drive up, you pay for it, and they give it to you and you go.
Nice.
But it helps a local business because he's trying to stay afloat,
Yeah.
So, if you want to support a local business, try to do that before you go to any place that's a big box company because they will survive.
Yeah.
The little guys are going to struggle.
The ones that are going to suffer a lot.
Yeah, so going to a drive-in theater is supporting a local business totally, yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So drive-ins are also allowing their companies to be reborn as well. Darrell Landers, founder and CTO of Ultimate Outdoors Entertainment, an outdoor movie screen rentals company, told CNBC that his company has lost a substantial amount of revenue since the coronavirus led to mass public closings. Landers' company survives off of bringing large groups of people together to watch movies outdoors. But UOE has since refocused on its mobile drive-in theater business, which has been intact for 12 years, utilizing its LED screens to allow movies to be watched at all times of the day. Showing movies during the day outside is a new concept, and we are using the LED screens to test drive movies at other times than just at night, Landers said. So the drive-in is sort of a rebirth and a way for us to replace some of the income that we lost. So a lot of these businesses, too, are finding new ways.
They're kind of repurposing themselves a little bit, yeah.
Which is
smart
and real creative.
If you have that kind of bandwidth to do, you should do it in order to stay afloat. Because we don't know how long this is going to go on.
Right, yeah. So if you have...
People are projecting June.
Yeah, it's crazy. So Kat Randolph, UOE's director of sales and marketing, believes they will see an incline in business as they have already received dozens of inquiries from consumers, including requests from Los Angeles entertainment companies that are looking to give back to local communities, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So people want to be a part of the theater experience in any shape or form, Randolph emphasized. Only 5 to 10% of drive-ins throughout the U.S. are actually benefiting from the coronavirus, though. Stressed Jim Cope, the administrative secretary of the United Drive-In Theater Owners Association. That is a mouthful.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Neither did I. Before reading this, I was like, you have a United Drive-In Theater Owners Association?
Yeah, that's quite a thing.
Jeez, you guys have an association for everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and owner of the Family Drive-In in Virginia. New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Virginia, and Maryland, which collectively makes up 89 of the 305 U.S. drive-ins, have been forced to shut down due to the coronavirus.
Yikes.
So New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Virginia are not, and Maryland are not doing it at all.
I know New York is like an epicenter, so I wonder if the other ones are too.
Yeah, they could be. And they just could be playing it safe, like just...
Because a lot of places, have where... shelter in place.
Yeah.
I know where my folks live in Mississippi. They have a 4:00 curfew.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so some places are actually doing a curfew.
Unless you're essential.
Right, yes.
Unless you're essential, then you're 4:00 curfew.
I know in Florida, my because where my brother lives, his job, he packs food.
Oh, wow.
On trucks, so he's essential.
Yeah.
They gave him they gave all the workers kind of this kind of get out of jail free card, because just in case they get pulled over by the police, they can go, I'm driving to work.
Oh, okay.
Because I guess police are actively pulling, because you can't be going anywhere.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing, because it's like, if you get pulled over, it's like, where the fuck are you going?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm just going to Target. Go home! No! What do you got to get in Target? I got to get my Cheetos.
Well, Lou ran out the other day because, we needed food.
If you need food, that's a different situation. If you're going out because you have no food and you're just stocking up for the week, that's a different situation. If you're just going, oh yeah, I just want to go to Target and just go shopping, or I want to go to Walmart for something. Like,
really stupid people are doing that stuff right now, because most people are, this is a very serious thing. Like, did you hear that Pink and her son have symptoms?
No.
Yeah.
Well, Tom Hanks and his wife did.
Yeah. I mean, this is a very serious thing. People shouldn't act like it is the apocalypse, even though we joke about it.
Right. But it is a serious
But they
thing.
need to take it seriously and stay home.
There's a middle ground that you have to be in.
Yeah.
Where you can't be hoarding toilet paper and hand sanitizer because you think it's going to be the end of the world. And you also can't be going to Cancun and partying with the hundreds of people.
Yeah.
Within inches of you.
Yeah, we need moderation.
You got to be in that middle ground and go, I'm not going to go to Cancun, but I'll only buy one package of toilet paper. You got to be that person.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the person you got to be. I want to watch a movie. I'll go to a drive-in.
Yeah.
In my own car with my windows up.
And that's smart, because it is getting out, and you can see other people, but you're not.
You can feel there. You still get that
social feeling
of normality.
Yeah.
And you get that social interaction of like, oh, I'm watching a movie with other people, even though we're not in an auditorium. Because I mean, in the 50s and the 70s, that's a huge gap.
Yeah.
Between the 50s and 70s, when drive-ins were huge.
They were even pretty big in the 80s, early 80s, but they were the staple.
Yeah, it was a normal thing.
Yeah, especially in the summer, people would rather go.
Right. Yeah. Go out. Yeah. You sit on the hood of your car and watch.
Or in the back of a truck.
On the back of a truck, and you make babies. That's the thing that happened.
I don't know. Okay.
That happens sometimes. I'm sure there were some people who were conceived at a drive-in.
I am absolutely sure that happened, but it was just kind of random.
No, all right. Well. We would love to be open, Cops said to CNBC. We know a lot of folks want a safe environment to see movies and to experience entertainment as a family. And like I said, there's only so much Disney Plus, Netflix, and Hulu you can watch.
I don't even think it's that, though. I think it's just being inside.
Yeah.
Because even when I ran out...
fresh air.
When I ran out the other day, I had to pick up a couple things. It was such a treat just to get out of the house.
Right, yeah. Just driving around with the window down, it's just like, I need the fresh air.
But even if you go outside, you just need to be away from your home and away from the people you live with. I know this very well, because I've been trapped in a house with a robot for weeks, and now I'm going to be trapped in it for 2 more weeks because my plant is closed for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I think people just need that time out away from their home. Even if they are with family, but they're in their car, it's a different environment.
Yeah.
I think they need that too.
It's a different setting. And it's 100%. So, and John Vincent, president of the UDITOA and a majority owner of the Wellfleet Drive-In in Massachusetts, said that we need a stimulus package to get us through this. I agree. Referring to the requests made by the National Association of Theater Owners, it still kills me, in which they are seeking a bailout to keep theater owners afloat.
We bailed out the banks.
Yeah.
And they're the ones who screwed the pooch. The movie theaters and theaters did not do this coronavirus, though.
Yeah. So like the indoor theaters, we survive off of concessions. Which is true. Popcorn, soda, candy. The ones open will take what they can get, Vincent added. We look forward to the industry recovering as a whole because we can only do so much without studios releasing big movies.
That's for sure.
That's true. And especially considering a lot of big movies are being delayed until next year, until either the end of this year or next year completely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought some places were releasing their stuff on...
Some are, yeah. There are some movies that are being released on demand to rent, but that's only some studios.
Yeah.
That's a studio decision. And
Yeah.
certain studios would rather hold off. Because if you think about it, a movie rental is on demand is what? $3.99, $5.99? It's half of a movie ticket.
That's true.
But
then you just have this asset just sitting there really not making any money for you
right at the moment.
But
I mean, that's the gamble that they're taking, is that they're hoping that when this all blows over and people are willing to go back out to theaters, that this movie would be like, oh man, I've been waiting to watch this movie for such a long time.
My worry is all of these movies released at the same time are going to be competing.
Right. That's
abnormally than they would normally be. That's kind of my worry
as well, because you are going to get a few big blockbuster movies, because that's another thing that movie studios will do, is they'll stagger their releases.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to release, like, one studio may not want to release a bit, like, I'm sure Disney doesn't want to release Mulan the same time Disney/Marvel is going to release Black Widow.
No.
Because it's like, shit, we're competing with ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Or, somebody doesn't want to, Fox or Universal might not want to release one of their movies, Fast 7 or whatever the fuck the next Fast and Furious movie's going to be called. When a Disney movie or a Marvel movie comes out, because then it's like, we're going to get trounced in the theaters. Who's going to want to watch Vin Diesel in the same car again, driving around, when I could watch a new superhero kicking ass in a different way?
Yeah, but I think, too, my hope is once this is done and everybody gets back to work, we're going to see a huge spike in the economy, because people are going to be going to the movies, buying things again.
Going to restaurants and trying to feel normal again.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. But I think from what I've been reading from economists and things, we have a long road back to normal.
Yeah.
So I can understand why they want a stimulus, because even their normal is hard.
Yeah, because I mean, to be fair, drive-in theaters, they're a novelty.
Yeah, they're not the big draw anymore.
Normally, they're a novelty.
Yeah.
I mean, now they're, some places, like that place in Texas, getting a 95% increase.
That's incredible.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's the unicorn of the bunch.
Yep.
Not every drive-in theater might be making that.
Yeah, clearly it's not, because there's other places that are shutting down.
Yeah, other places are shutting down because they have to. So it's a weird give and take type. It's just odd. You really don't know what the hell to think at this point. So according to Thomas, the Showboat Drive-In Theater owner in Texas, even with the inevitable return of movie theaters across the nation, consumers will not immediately feel safe returning to auditoriums in such big masses.
Yeah.
Which makes drive-ins a much more viable option, which I agree with, because you are going to get a lot of people who are very nervous. Like, my mother is very nervous about going to a theater just because of shootings.
Yeah, yeah.
And now, because somebody might be sick, it's like, great. Now there's two reasons to not go to a movie theater. In an enclosed box with a bunch of strangers. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm in my own car at a drive-in, if something happens, I can just turn my car on and
get
drive away.
Yep.
Just get the hell out of there.
Yep.
You are already in your escape vehicle. You know what I mean? You're in your safe haven.
Absolutely.
So because people will have fears of gathering in public, the viability of drive-in businesses will grow, Thomas claimed. So with movie theaters possibly staying shuttered for a majority of the summer, Thomas is asking big studios to consider releasing their coveted summer blockbusters with drive-in theaters. That's another thing that I also agree with. Well, it kind of goes along with what you said. Companies, these movie-making companies, they have to now shelve these movies. And, well, let's hope next year when we release it, we make the money back. When also just give it to a drive-in theaters and let them show it and still make our money back.
Yeah, because right now, technically, it's a liability, not an asset, because it's cost them and it hasn't made them any money.
Right.
So until they actually release it and it's making them money, it's money they put out that they don't have anything back on. So I think, and you might see theaters change or studios change their mind if they do see a huge explosion in the drive-in market where people are just flocking there. They might look at that and go, this might be a good time to release maybe Mulan. Because a lot of people will take their kids.
Yeah.
And most people can't afford to take a bunch of kids to the movie theater and buy them popcorn and everything else. So, hey, maybe we'll do that. Or maybe we'll release Black Widow. Maybe not every movie, but I think some movie theaters might look at the pros and cons a little bit differently if they do see a change in that market.
I agree with that. I think there might, some studios might have a couple of intelligent people working for them who might be thinking that.
Let's hope.
Yeah, let's hope. But yeah, he went on to say people will come because they want that sense of normalcy.
Absolutely, yeah.
And and I think that's why drive-ins are oddly coming back. They're getting a resurgence, which is cool.
It is cool,
which is pretty cool. But yeah, so there's that. Other bits of, I guess, kind of good news from CBS News.
It is good news to Disney, to the people that work for Disney.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a cool thing to see.
Yeah, it is a nice thing to see.
Because it's like, okay, it slightly subverts that idea of, they're a bunch of heartless assholes.
Yeah, that only care about money.
Yeah. Because then something like this happens. Let's stop beating around the bush.
Okay, let's do it.
CBS News. In a story by Caitlin O'Kane, Disney chairman Bob Iger to forego his salary to help company during coronavirus pandemic.
Wow.
Which is cool. Which is pretty big. So earlier this month, cities around America started shutting down, businesses went dark, and people started getting laid off. If anyone had recognized the growing severity of the coronavirus outbreak at that point, the closure of Disney theme parks on March 12th was likely the sign that convinced them. On Monday, the Walt Disney Company had an update for its employees, many of whom are currently unable to go to work.
Yeah.
Those theme parks employ a lot of people.
Yes, they do.
There's a lot of people who work there.
From the janitors to the people who run the machines to the actors to the people who clean up the restaurants, who work in the stores. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, people who work in the restaurants, the cooks, the wait staff.
Yep.
They employ a mini city.
Yeah, they do.
Pretty much.
They really do.
Each theme park is like a little town.
Yep.
That employs hundreds of people.
Yeah, at least.
All those poor stormtroopers are out of bed again. First it was the Death Star. Then it was the second Death Star.
They just can't get a break.
Now it's Corona. Jeez.
They can't get a break.
Those stormtroopers cannot get a break.
They can't aim. They can't get a break.
They can't aim. They can't get a break.
Jeez.
I mean, those guys who punched Baby Yoda deserved it, but there were guys who...
So deserved it. They so deserved it.
Good job, IG-11. Executive Chairman Bob Iger will forego his entire salary until things get better, the company announced.
I'm just going to... the guy makes so much damn money. Is it really going to hurt him that bad?
No, that's what I mean. It's like, I think that's the cool thing, is that like he's one of those people where it's like, I have so much money.
Yeah.
It's not going to kill me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially when
I'm just gonna go with it. It's a good thing, because in my mind I'm thinking to myself, it's really not that big of a loss for him.
No, not for him, but
he looks like this superhero.
But it's not really the point, though.
No.
And in my opinion, like,
yeah.
I can see where you're coming, like where your point is.
Yeah.
That, like, let's not put him on a pedestal because
Yeah.
But because let's be fair, he's still getting money.
Yeah. Because
there are other things that he's making money off of besides his paycheck.
Right.
He's just foregoing his paycheck.
Right.
Which is still a lot of money.
Yeah, it is a significant amount of money.
Which is still a cool thing that he's doing.
I don't want to be the bong half empty girl or
I knew it. I knew you were going to say that. I knew it.
Hey, if Vic can say it, I can say it.
I was thinking it in my head, and I was like, I guarantee she's going to say it. And then you said it, I was like, I knew it.
But I don't want to be negative, but
negative Nancy.
Yeah, but in my mind, I'm kind of like, it's really not. He's not like a superhero. That he's
not Captain America.
He's not Captain America or Iron Man. But I do think it's cool, though. I mean, I do think it's cool that he did that.
Yeah. So CEO Bob Chapek recently took over the job from Iger. Will take a 50% cut off his base salary, and other executives will see smaller temporary pay reductions. Chapek's email to employees about their decision has been obtained by several media outlets, including The Hollywood Reporter and The New York Times. A screenshot of the company-wide email taken by New York Times entertainment reporter Brooke Barnes shows that VPs will have their salaries reduced 20%, senior VPs will see a 25% reduction, and executive VPs a 30% reduction. So depending on how high in the chain they get, the more the percentage they're getting.
Yeah.
They're removing. Which makes sense.
Yeah,
at least it's not going the other way around.
Yeah, which
in certain companies,
that's how our economy works.
That's how, yeah. And when we hit the ass out of the week, you'll see why this guy's a hero.
Yeah.
So the cuts go into effect April 5th, which is today.
No, tomorrow.
Sorry,
Yeah.
of this recording episode.
Yep.
Until we see a substantive recovery of our business, the message said. So this is the tweet from Brooke Barnes. Early this morning, Disney joined other companies in making deep cuts in salaries for executives. Iger will forgo all of his salary from the company-wide email. And this is what the email said. In light of this, we are going to be implementing a variety of necessary measures designed to better position us to weather these extraordinary challenges. Among them, we will be asking our senior executives to help shoulder the burden by taking a reduction in pay. Effective April 5th, all VPs will have their salaries reduced 20%, SVPs 25%, and EVPs and above by 30%. I will be taking a 50% reduction in my salary. This temporary action will remain in effect until we foresee a substantive recovery in our business. Our executive chairman, Bob Iger, has chosen to forego 100% of his salary.
Wow.
So that's if I worked for that company and I got that email, I'd be like, wow, I feel better about working for this company.
Yeah, absolutely.
That makes me feel happier about working for this company because
Yeah.
it shows that they care. So hourly workers at Disney theme parks and hotels will continue to be paid until April 18th, the company said. Iger also donated $500,000 to Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti's Coronavirus Response Fund, the mayor shared during a press briefing on Sunday.
Wow, that's cool.
That's pretty cool. While the Disney internal email states that Iger will give up his full salary, that is actually a relatively small part of his overall pay package, which is what you said.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't want to say anything, because here's some real numbers for you folks, which kind of aggravates me that I mean, I can see why they had to put that in there because it's part of the story, but it's like it diminishes what he's doing.
But it's okay. I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But in all fairness, a journalist has to
No, that's what I mean.
put
Yeah.
all the information.
That's why it's like I understand why they did it because it's their job.
Yeah.
You have to put in all the information.
Yeah.
But I don't know, just this
That question would be asked.
Yeah, this paragraph just feels like, even though he's foregoing his salary, it's still just like a drop in the in the puddle for him because according to Forbes, as Disney's chairman and CEO, Iger earned $3 million in salary, so he's foregoing the $3 million. A $21.8 million bonus.
He's only foregoing a portion of the $3 million. $3 million is what he makes in a year. He's only foregoing it till they get back on track. So he's foregoing monthly of the $3 million.
Yeah. Whatever. But so a $21.8 million bonus,
which is more than his.
which is way more than his salary.
Yep.
$10 million in stock awards,
Jesus.
which is again more than his salary.
Yeah.
And $9.6 million in stock options. A total of $47.5 million for 2019. So, yes, bigger picture, he's not giving away much. But the fact that he's giving up his salary is still a big deal. Because some companies are doing it, but not all companies are doing it.
No.
So there's a lot of CEOs. I mean, I would like to know what the Amazon CEO is doing.
Bezos? He ain't doing shit.
Yeah. He's a billionaire.
He's not doing anything.
How much is he giving back? Exactly. And there are other companies who we'll talk about which are not making even remotely what Iger is making, and they're doing less than what he's doing. They're actually doing the opposite of what he's doing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's give credit what credit is due.
All right.
So against this for some reason.
No, it's just.
Well, again, that's
okay.
I shouldn't
Here's
say
the
you're
thing.
against it. That's it.
I think what he did is great.
Right.
I period. I just don't think it was great. Like, I don't think we should put him on this pedestal like he's this amazing CEO who did this amazing thing.
Okay. Yeah.
No, he did a good thing.
He did a responsible, good thing.
He did a good, responsible business
all
decision.
CEOs, in my opinion, should be doing.
Yes.
Because you make so much goddamn money. Anyway.
Yes. So
especially with your stock options and your bonuses and your stock awards.
Yeah, please.
Which I don't even know what the hell that means.
Oh.
So you're making a crap ton of money. That's not even your salary. Give up the salary.
Yeah. So I don't want to take away that he's doing it, but I just don't think we need to make a big deal as if he is curing cancer. He's just giving up. He's giving up his salary along with other executives and other senior management positions are giving up a percentage of their salary, which is a good thing, but it's also, they should be doing it because it's responsible to their business.
Yes.
They have people they want to keep, and in order to keep them, they need to do this. So
I agree with
it's not, I just, I don't want to not make a deal out of it. I just don't want to make a big deal out of it.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Right. But see how you're feeling now? You're going to feel even worse the next time. You're like, well, he's not a hero. The next guy, holy shit. In February, Iger stepped down as the company's CEO and Bob Chapek was named as his replacement. Chapek, who was most recently chairman of Disney's Parks, Experiences, and Products business, has a base salary of $2.5 million, according to Forbes. Chapek also has a target bonus of $7.5 million and an annual long-term incentive grant of $15 million, Forbes report. So these guys are making a lot of money.
I can't even...
Goes without saying.
I can't even wrap my head around that kind of money.
Yeah, I feel like CEO and Disney equals huge paycheck.
Yeah.
Regardless.
I can't even wrap my head around what you would spend your money on, that kind of thing.
I know, it's crazy.
I mean, I'm a simple person. I want a decent house. I'd like my bills paid off and
right. And then after
travel
that,
a little bit.
Yeah, and then after that, you have $23 million more dollars.
I can't even...
It's like, okay, the house is paid off. The bills are all paid off. I am debt-free. I can live comfortably. And now I have $23 million still left in my account. I don't know what to do with it.
I could never... It's
like, especially like 40 was, I think, $43 million.
So crazy.
What that he made last year.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's like, okay, all the bills paid. I have $40 million left over. What the hell am I going to do with this money?
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? It's sickening money is what that is.
It is. It really is.
And when I think of that kind of money, I think of Leonardo DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street throwing the money off the yacht at the FBI.
Yeah.
Screw you money. Just, have a party on me.
Yeah.
It's like, that's exactly what you can do and not even worry about picking that up afterwards.
Nope.
Just let it hit the water and float away.
Oh, that's gross. It's really
that's
gross.
What $43 million
it is.
Yeah, it's gross money.
I feel...
But it's gross money I wish I could have.
I don't, though. I'm completely serious.
I'd be happy with a quarter of that money.
I would be happy if my house was paid off, my bills, my financial aid, and my, and I had enough money in the bank where I didn't have to work and I could probably do the podcast full time.
Oh yeah, that would be a dream come true.
And it would be a drop in the bucket to his salary.
Oh, yeah.
His $3 million salary. It would be a drop in that bucket.
Just give me the whole salary. Give me your yearly salary, and I'd be happy for the rest of my life.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? It's crazy.
It's when you think about people who, especially with Amazon, when he makes so much money, it's disgusting.
And then you look at it.
And then he's got people who work full-time but live in their car.
Yeah.
That's just wrong.
Wearing diapers to work because they can't use the bathrooms because they're afraid if they don't come back in time, they'll get fired.
Yeah. So I think to myself,
it's like...
You're doing it wrong, guy.
Yeah.
You're doing it wrong.
Bob Iger is doing it right.
Yeah.
That's the point
Right-ish. I make. Yeah. No, like I said, I don't think we should not make a deal about it because it is a good thing. I just
we should applaud him.
Yes.
But
no standing ovation.
We don't need to... Yes, a sitting applaud. Yay.
Yes, yeah.
Good job. We don't need to build a statue.
No, that's all I'm saying.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay.
We should give credit what credit is due, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Yep.
And now for our favorite segment, Ass Hat of the Week.
All right.
We're getting used to that. So, in an article from Kotaku written by Jason Schreier, sources, despite huge sales, Borderlands 3 developers are getting stiffed on bonuses. Here is the literal complete opposite of the last story we heard. You're going to want to build Iger a statue after hearing about this fucking story.
Jesus.
You're going to want to build it on the steps of Philadelphia right next to Rock. Throwing out money. So the video game Borderlands 3 was a big sales success when it launched last fall. According to its publisher 2K, the same company that made the basketball game
With the gambling in
with
it?
the gambling in it. So
Of course.
Here's a little taste of what we're looking at. So, which described it as 2K, the company who made the game, described it as a $2 billion global brand. Okay, keep that in mind. $2 billion global brand, praising it.
Yep.
Okay, that's why it was shocking to employees at Gearbox that the developer of the game, when the studio's CEO, Randy Pitchford, the douche himself, told them yesterday that they would not receive the significant royalty bonuses they expected. A $1 billion global brand. Sorry, guys, you're not going to get those bonuses.
Wow.
Employees at the studio will get small bonus checks, but nothing close to the tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands that many had expected. This account is based on conversations with 6 people close to Gearbox, all speaking anonymously because they were not authorized to talk about what happened. Obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Goes without saying. Some said it was crushing news that has upended their financial plans for the future, especially during this time. So Gearbox, based in Frisco, Texas, offers its employees below average salaries for the video game industry. According to more than a dozen current and former Gearbox staff who have spoken to Kotaku over the years. To make up for that, though, the studio offers something unique: profit sharing. Royalties from all of the developers' games are split 60-40, with 60% going back into the company and its owners, while 40% is distributed to employees in the form of quarterly bonuses, which is huge.
Yeah.
Which is a huge thing. So this system has been in place since Gearbox's inception, and when the company has big hits, it can be lucrative. When 2012's massive Borderlands 2 came out, many Gearbox workers made enough money to buy houses.
Wow.
A fact that the studio often touted while recruiting new employees.
Well, I can't do that anymore.
Can't do that anymore, I don't know. You work for us, you'll be Pope.
You be Pope.
You work your ass off and get no compensation.
Nope.
Since then, however, Gearbox has been struggling, failing to find much financial success with flops like Aliens Colonial Marines in 2013 and Battleborn in 2016.
That was 7 years ago.
Yeah, in Battleborn 2016. As a result, quarterly bonuses have been smaller in recent years. Yes, because those games have not been as big as sellers, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that doesn't explain Borderlands.
No, it does not. It does not explain Borderlands 3.
No.
In 2020, that was supposed to change because of Borderlands 3.
Yeah.
Several Gearbox employees told Kotaku, the anonymous one, that company management promised them 6-figure bonuses following the launch of Borderlands 3.
Oh, wow.
The more years they'd been with the company, the larger the check. This vision of financial success helped Gearbox's developers get through many long nights and weekends working on the game. So
they were promised it?
They were promised. Which is why they worked this hard, and I'm sure didn't complain during crunch. Which is very
bad practice.
A notorious thing that happens. There it is. I haven't said that in a long time.
You said notorious.
Oh my god, I said notorious, which is a very nefarious practice. Thank
there
you, Heidi.
You go.
It's a very nefarious practice that video game companies are very known for.
Yep.
So being promised 6-figure check would be like, yeah, I'll stay all night if you need me to.
So they were basically lied to get them to work hard, and now they screwed them.
But they didn't know that at the time, Heidi.
Yeah,
of course, if they knew that at the time, they would have been like, fuck you, I'm not staying here. I'm not staying here until 2 a.m.
Yeah. Oh, my, that is worse.
Yeah. Then, in a meeting, Gearbox boss Randy Pitchford told employees that Borderlands 3 bonus checks would be significantly lower than they hoped. According to 3 people who were present, he said the game had been more expensive than expected. Not my problem.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. The company had grown significantly larger than it had been in the past. It now operates a second studio in Quebec, Canada, and that their sales projections had been off base. Which
so your bad planning?
Which shouldn't affect my paycheck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I still worked to get it done.
Yeah, I still worked my ass off, and we still sold this incredibly popular video game.
Such a douche.
Yeah. So the game had sold very well. We expect lifetime unit sales to be a record for the series. said Strauss Zelnick, another douchebag CEO of 2K, parent company Take-Two Interactive, on an earnings call in February. But it cost way too much to make. One large factor was a technology swap midway through development from the Unreal Engine 3 to Unreal Engine 4, which added a great deal of time to the project. In addition, which just meant more crunch time for the employees to have to work until 3
But
in the
whose
morning.
decision was it to implement that?
Exactly, yeah. So before Gearbox could receive any royalties from publisher 2K, Borderlands 3 would have to recoup not just the game's entire budget, around $95 million, but also the budget for all of the downloadable content for a sum closer to $140 million, thanks to a contract that the two companies had signed. So not only does DLC screw the consumer, it also screws the company, or in this case, the employees of said company.
Yeah, because you don't hear about the CEOs or anything not getting a bonus.
Exactly.
They're probably getting
They're
the
probably
bonus.
they're probably getting their 60.
Oh yeah,
Their 60%.
yeah.
And so, except that in that 40% is just gonna be a little bit smaller. So
it's not 40.
Yeah, because when I saw DLC, I was like, you have to be goddamn kidding me. So the downloadable content alone cost you that much more money? What? Like, are you kidding me? Oh, give me a break.
Sounds like to me is this whole project was not managed well within upper management, and because they totally didn't manage it well or project it well, they're screwing the employees over.
Yeah, the people who
the ones they promised they would give a big fat bonus to.
Yeah, and the ones that busted their ass to earn that big fat bonus
now they're giving them a big fat,
screwed.
middle finger.
Yeah. Pitchford, douchebag, also told Gearbox developers that if they weren't happy with the royalty system, they were welcome to quit.
Wow. So, I need a moment. I need a moment because...
Pause the podcast for a minute.
Fuck you guys.
Right?
Fuck you.
Yeah, I nearly shat myself when I read it.
He's a goddamn monster.
Randy Pitchford.
He's a
douchebag.
He is a piece of garbage.
Absolutely.
You lied to your people to get them to work and probably miss out time with their family and enjoying life. You lied to them and then you screw them over. And then on top of that, you say, well, you don't like it. There's a door. Because that's basically what he said.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. That's not basically what he said. That's what he said.
Oh, fuck you.
He said if you don't like the royalty system, you are welcome to quit.
Please, people, find another job.
Yeah, according to those who were in the meeting. So this was quoted from people in the meeting.
Oh my
when he said this. Could you imagine being in a meeting room with your boss and he tells you that to your face?
I've been in a meeting room with my boss.
Like, I'd rather work for EA at this point.
When he's thanked every person individually in the entire company except me, who was his assistant.
Yeah.
And that burned. That's why I quit the job.
Yeah.
I found another job. So these people got super screwed because I didn't get screwed out of a big fat bonus. I just got embarrassed in front of the entire company because everybody's looking at me
like, oh, why didn't he thank you?
You're his assistant. Why is he not thanking you?
Yeah.
And that was hurtful.
Yeah. But at least he didn't say, well, if you don't like it, you can quit.
No, but I cannot believe he said that.
Yeah.
That would make me crazy. I would quit. I would find another job. I'd flip burgers. I don't care. It's not like you're going to make any good money anyways. You're not getting bonuses anymore. You're getting lied to, and then you're getting told, fuck off if you don't like it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So he did not attribute the diminished bonuses to the coronavirus pandemic, which has led to economic uncertainty and pay cuts in many other fields. He did say that he hoped to get more money to employees as an advance from 2K on future royalties. Yeah. Because I would trust that.
Because how do you... Yeah. Because
you already screwed up the funding of the game that we just made. You really think I'm going to trust you on the funding of other future projects?
Yeah, and your management is the one who promised us bonuses that we are now not getting. So why should we trust anything you people say?
Why would I? Yeah, exactly. Why would I trust another promise that you're making?
Oh my God.
Like, you got to be kidding me, right? So when asked for comment, Gearbox sent over the following statement.
Can't wait to hear this shit.
Yes. Borderlands 3 represents an incredible value to gamers and an incredible achievement by the team at Gearbox Software. Our studio is talented, and we believe strongly in everyone sharing in profitability. The talent at Gearbox enjoys participation in the upside of our games. To our knowledge, the most generous royalty bonus system in AAA. Since this program began, Gearbox talent has earned over $100 million in royalty bonuses above and beyond traditional compensation. In the most recent pay period, Gearbox talent enjoyed news that Borderlands 3, having earned revenue exceeding the largest investment ever made by the company into a single video game, had officially become a profitable video game, and the talent at Gearbox that participates in the royalty bonus system has now earned their first royalty bonus on that profit. Additionally, a forecast update was given to the talent at Gearbox that participates in the royalty bonus to set expectations for the coming quarters. Gearbox is a private company that does not issue forward-looking statements to the public but we do practice transparency within our own family.
You know what I love? You know what I love? I love, and I say I love it because I fucking hate it. What drives me crazy is when a company or a business owner of a company uses the word family when they're trying to gloss over a big shit pile.
Yeah.
No, we're not family. My family's at home. My check pays for my family. Not now, but he clearly did not write that because he's such an arrogant prick. Yeah. That guy. He really, really is. Wow. But I don't understand. I mean, I do. I understand there may not be a lot of that work in that area. Mm-hmm. So people have to work there. But honestly, when I get my degree as a project manager, if I can find a job as an office manager or an operations manager or something else that I'm happy with the pay, I'm going to do that. I don't have to use my degree.
Right.
They can do a lot of other things. I would try to find something else. That is such a horrible thing to say to. That is the worst thing you can say to somebody when you've just given them bad news about a bonus that they were promised is, if you don't like it, there's the door. That is the worst response that you can say. That is the worst thing you can say to somebody who just got screwed over on a potentially 6-figure bonus.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's insane.
I'd be done. I would be done. That would be so. You just don't mess with people's money. That is the worst thing you can do, is mess with people's money, especially right now. I don't think it has anything to do with the coronavirus. Actually, I think he's just a stingy Scrooge.
Yeah.
And I think that they didn't forecast this well. They didn't plan the project well. And then to make it up for it, they are screwing over the people who did the work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. So last year, former Gearbox lawyer Wade Callender became entangled in an ugly set of lawsuits with the studio. In one suit, he alleged that Pitchford had taken a $12 million bonus in 2016 when development started on Borderlands 3. The bonus did exist, according to two people with knowledge of what happened, but it came out of the company's 60%, not the 40% of profits that were meant to go to the employees. Which
how do you tell?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, how do you know?
I mean, how can you believe this company? First of all, they're private. They're saying they're private so they don't have to tell anybody what they do, and they don't. They don't have to give out their financial statements, a private company. So they lied to their employees about the bonus that they could potentially get. So why would you believe anything they say?
Yeah, unless you're working with the books, there's no way to tell that the $12 million he took was from the 60 or the 40. There's no how do you know?
And even then,
because that was before the game was even finished.
But even then, those people saying it came out of the 60% are internal employees who probably drink the Kool-Aid. You can't believe anything they say. Anything coming out of this company that's not from an employee that's been screwed, or actual physical documentation you can look at and run the numbers, you can't believe anything anybody says.
Yeah. So still, yesterday's news combined with word of Pitchford's hefty bonus has upset a number of Gearbox employees, some of whom say they expect an exodus in the near future.
Good.
Those who made financial plans based on the expectations set by the company's management may now find themselves in tough spots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gearbox, which is privately owned, has been seeking to go public, according to two people familiar with the company's plans. It remains to be seen how this news will impact that.
Yeah, I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I don't see it happening either.
You know what? I just got the giggles because it's not funny. It's kind of like okay, you know how these people are planning? They probably made plans for the money they were going to get.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Clark Griswold.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking that too. Yeah.
put out a check for the pool to be put in.
To be put in, yeah.
If I didn't get this check, and it's a Jelly of the Month Club.
Yeah.
That's basically...
It's pretty much...
These people are living...
They're all Clark Griswold at
They're
this
living
point.
Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
But in their bonus. They're living through Christmas Vacation.
Well, because it was supposed to be Clark Griswold's bonus.
Yeah, except...
Well, it was a Christmas bonus.
Except the guy doesn't actually change his mind and say, yeah, I'm going to give you 20% more. He just says, nope, Jelly of the Month Club. That's Pritchard. Or,
Randy Pritchard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, no, everybody's Jelly in the Month Club.
Yeah, everybody's getting Jelly in the Month Club.
Wow. That is a key. Oh, that just burns me. That really burns me. What a epic douche. God. I hope people quit. I hope a lot of people quit.
I mean, I feel like it might happen.
Yeah.
I feel like it actually might happen.
It should happen.
Yeah, it absolutely should happen. I agree with you. Nobody should have to work in a company that, I mean, I can see the draw for that, where it's like, okay, we get paid, our salary is less than the base average for this kind of work, but there's this incentive of bonuses makes up for it.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
It's awesome.
It's also a gamble that you take because there were a couple of years where the games you made weren't huge sellers, so you weren't getting those big bonuses.
But those people can see that they aren't big sellers and go, okay, I need to plan accordingly. Obviously, bonuses are not going to be good this year.
No, right, yeah, but. When Borderlands 2 sold so much, they got a huge bonus. You're expecting Borderlands 3 and the hype around it to be even bigger.
And so when it does well,
and especially when you're promised, that bonus, you go, okay, I know. Let me get excited and start kind of. I mean, you shouldn't do that anyway, but I mean, I don't blame them. People, whatever the hell, people plan for stuff. Well, people plan to, you
history shows them that if Borderlands 2 did really well and they got a big fat bonus, and they know Borderlands 3 did as well as it did, they're thinking to themselves, we've been promised, it did really well, we're getting this money.
Oh yeah. There is no doubt in their minds.
So they make plans.
We're gonna get this
legitimately make plans.
Six digit bonus, and it's 100% gonna happen. Oh,
wow.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. It costs more. It cost us more than we thought. What do you mean?
That is.
It's like, okay,
horrible.
I understand it cost you guys more than you thought, but I did the job.
I guarantee you Randy's still getting his fat bonus.
Oh, I guarantee it.
Doesn't matter what happened. He's getting his bonus.
Well, he already got his $12 million before the project was even done.
Wow.
He got in the beginning of the project, which is what caused huge problems in the beginning.
He is an asshat.
He's 100%. And that's why he is our asshat of the week.
I see when you do it, and I'm just like, I'm doing it in my mind.
I'm also doing it in my mind.
All right. All right, everybody. Hey, everyone. To find more information about the podcast or listen to episodes, you can find us at our website at www.geek-lish.com. We're also on Facebook at Geek-lish and on Twitter at Geek_lish. And you can also find our episodes on Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Blueberry, Pandora, and YouTube. And if you enjoy our podcast, as we hope you do, please like and subscribe, whatever service or platform you use. Subscriptions and likes help our podcast stay where people can find us easily. Thanks again. Okay, thanks for listening, everybody. We'll check you out next time.
All right, stay nerdy out there.
Bye.
Bye.